Alright guys, we are back. So we are back on Navis. Let's take a look and see what we got going here. So up here we are going along pretty good. Our bots are doing what they're supposed to do. We are going to have to send some water up. We're low on water, which means we're low on cosmic water because of that. So we're going to have to send some water up. We're going to have to send some unpolished cards up and what have you, because we're getting low on the rough data storage substrate, what have you. But our science is progressing along. We are currently researching biogun. We're going to get cryogun and space railway. In the meantime, one of the things that we did get, where is it? We did manage to get the Tesla gun. So rapid fire chain lightning can hit up to 30 enemies per bolt. Takes a long time between long jumps between targets, short jumps around the targets. So yeah, so we got this sucker. We haven't made one yet. We're gonna make one at some point. I'm gonna test it out. So yeah, so our science is going along good. What have you? We are at the point where we're making all the science we can, except for our energy science, which we need iridium for that. We're not making any iridium. We don't have a planet that has it, so we're going to have to go to a planet that has iridium and take care of that planet. So that's where things stand. Here on Navis, I went around. I did just a little bit of cleanup of biters and stuff, because we're gonna have to go out here. We got to get some more iron. Our iron reserves are running a little low. This one's almost out. This one doesn't have a whole lot in it. I think it's 3.2 million. So yeah, we're gonna have to, when we get back here, we're gonna have to clean some of this up. We're gonna have to take care of our stuff coming into Navis if this is going to continue to be our main base. But yeah, I went around, I blew up some biters and that sort of thing. We are very close to having a Spidertron, and once we get the Spidertron, we can go out here with rocket launchers and we can clear a lot of this better and things like that. So we're going to do that when we get back, and we're going to take care of some of these resources. In the meantime, we need to go get ourselves some iridium. So this one is all loaded up. This is ready to go. This is our power plant and our meteor defense ammo and all our goodies to do the stuff that we need to do. This one is our base in a box for the most part. Yep, so there we go with that one. We're going to go down here and we're going to grab some extra bots just to have them. Let's go over here and pick them up. I believe we're making them over here somewhere. Yep, there they are. Alright, we want some extra construction bots. You know what? Let's take all of them. These guys, you know, we don't need a crap ton of them, but to get us started, but we'll take a few. Now the reason I have this one making this whole thing is so that we can fill another rocket up and send it up into orbit, so that we have a constant supply of bots up there, because we don't want that to bog down. So there we go. We got it going. We've got a landing pad. We've got our other two rockets ready to go. So we're going to take this rocket. Now where are we going to go? Here's the question. So there are 4 planets that have iridium readily available. One of those planets is a zero threat planet. But look at the uranium. There's like hardly any. And I did a scan. I deleted the scan. I found one patch, and it was like 17K or something like that. That was it. There was nothing else. Now, so, you know, for that big a planet, it's not really going to do us very good. So we're going to drop that back down to 0. Now, the other ones are Antony, which has a 67% threat. Dolente, which has a 17% threat. And Windstone. Now, Windstone has a threat. It's 3%. But it's got a pretty decent bot interference rating. It doesn't have a real great solar rating, but it does have a little bit more uranium, and it definitely has iridite. So let's take a look at this. Now, I did a scan, and normally on the scans, because like if you go to the other planets, it shows the biters and the worms and the nests. And I have looked through this entire scan, and I will be damned if I can find a single biter location, a single worm location. And I zoomed in about this much, and I went up and down the map, and I couldn't find anything. Which means that it is either got none or very, very few biters. Now, it doesn't have a whole lot of iron. It's got plenty of stone, plenty of copper, not a terrible amount of iron, but enough. But it does not have a whole lot of uranium. But it has enough uranium to get us going, I think, because we are going to Covarex. So I think we can get by on this, because we can always send fuel to this planet. Keep in mind, this is an outpost. It's not going to be our main base. So our fuel requirement is not going to be huge. And there are coal deposits. So we can theoretically run off coal on this planet. Now, there's not a ton, but there's enough. We can run off of coal, and we could turn around and do solar. Now, solar's not real great on this planet, unfortunately, but we could go solar. And like I say, I'm not seeing any sort of a biter presence. We are going to core mine, so we will get some uranium from core mining. Now there is, there's that one patch here. There's another patch here and here, which aren't much, but they are something. But, we do have coal. So with this being just a mining outpost, once we get it up and get it going, I don't think we're going to need a whole lot of power anyway, other than for purposes of mining and what have you. And I think we'll be okay. But believe it or not, this planet, even with that little bit of uranium, that obviously there ain't much, has more uranium than the other one. And we can, like I said, we can ship completed fuel here and make do. We'll figure it out. We'll make do. If worst comes to worst, like I say, we can use coal. So I think this is where we're going to go. And to be honest, I'm not seeing any biters, even though it says there's supposed to be biters here. Like I say, the other planet that we could potentially go to that has no biters whatsoever is Fornax. And Fornax, to be honest, has even less uranium. I mean, it is barren. I'm not going to do a scan, but it is extremely barren. There are no trees. There are no nothing. So I don't know that we're going to go there. I think we're going to go to whinstone. Let's get rid of that. It is smaller. The solar is not that great on it, but again, like I say, it's just a mining outpost. I think we can get by. So that's where we're going to go. You know, it'll do. Like I say, so, you know, we got 149% frequency. This is 61% frequency. Look at how low our copper is. You know, so this is going to do us better, I think, than Fornax. I mean, everything is low. Crude oil wasn't so bad. But yeah, so I think we're going to go with whinstone. Let's see. This is 90%. This is 183%. What was it? 83. 103. Yeah, so I think we're okay there. That's, you know, what my opinion is. I think we're going to go to whinstone. And if nothing else, we leave later, you know. We do what we can there, and then we leave. So, let us get going. And once we find it, whinstone. Now, we're going to have to build up our fuel a little bit. But we have fuel in storage. So, you know, we'll just wait for it to build up, and we'll go ahead and launch. And then once we launch, we will... no landing pad found, blah, blah, blah. Why is it disabled? Da, 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 da. Alright, we have enough fuel. General vicinity. Okay, we just needed to trigger it. Alright, so there it is. This rocket has nothing in it but us. And we're carrying everything, so we shouldn't lose anything. And then we will go from there. Whinstone, yep. So let's do this thing. You know, I just realized, do we have, yes. Alright. Entity being damaged, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. Alright, so let us put this down so that we have some place to put all our crap. And put all our crap down. Now, I did take, because of the fact that it says that there is a threat here, or potential threat here, I did bring some weapons with us and stuff. So we'll see. Now, let us clean up our crap. You know what? Let's let our bots clean our crap up. Right? Is that everything? I think that's everything. Looks like pretty much everything. Let's make sure. Just the trees. We don't care about the trees. We'll take the stones. Alright, there we go. So now we have everything. Now let's look at where we're going to go here. Where did we end up? We ended up over here on the shoreline. So we have iron here, copper here, coal here, and do we have stone nearby? We have stone on this planet, I know, but it's over here. So, where are we going to put our base? That is the question. We can't put it on top of our resources, obviously. So maybe we put it in this area here. Right in here. So let's look at bases. And where is our big base map? Is this the one? You know what, we're gonna... Here's the thing. I haven't updated these in a while. Let's do this. Let's do this. Well... That one includes the oil. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. Once we do it, there's no turning back, right? Let's get rid of all of these. Not that it, you know, matters, but let's get rid of all of those. And let's do this. Let us go to some place where we have everything built in. Now, do we want to do that at Navis? No, because that we have all of our stuff there, including stuff we don't need. Alas, I don't think so. Sanctonium or Moss Garden. I guess really either one of these is going to have all of, because I want one that has all of this stuff in it. All of the things that I've had to add because I've forgotten about it. But I don't need this right now. So we can delete that out of it. I think this is going to work. I think this is... Yeah. This will work. Right? Yeah. Alright. So let's go up here. And we're going to start from here. And we're going to sweep the whole thing. Let's make sure we get all the way over to our smelting, all the way down past our oil production. Get rid of this stuff. There is cleanup that we're going to have to do. Because this stuff doesn't do us any good because there is no oil right there. And all I'm doing is I'm right clicking to delete the stuff off of the off of the blueprint. I wish there was a way to do this. I wish there was a way to be able to do a box selection, but there's not that I'm aware of with this. Oops. Let's put those ones back actually, because that's our return lines. I've needed to do this for a while, so I know it's a pain in the butt sitting there watching it, but it's needed to be done. So we might as well just go ahead and do it. I'm not going to get rid of everything. We'll clean up on the surface a little bit. I would do the whole, just delete all solar panels, but I don't want to do that because I have those solar panels up there that we need to start our base, so I don't want to delete all the solar panels. We're just going to get rid of this down here that we don't need. Alright, let's see what we got. Again, like I say, some of this odds and ends stuff I will go on the ground and clean up once, you know, once we have it placed. But yeah, we'll get what we need to. I think that was our stone. Let's get rid of the bit of the power plant that doesn't belong, because we don't know where we're going to put our power plant yet. I find that it helps to close it and reopen it as you're doing this, because then you can see what's been deleted and what hasn't. Makes it a little easier sometimes, because you think you have all of it and there'll be like one piece. Say like that. I know I got these pipes. We'll get rid of this because this won't end up on there anyway, because the only way it will is if there's actually mines there, and there are not. Over here looks like another resource mining area we don't need. rid of the extra poles. Like I say, once we commit it, right? So we might as well go ahead and do it. I think this is going to be pretty much, for a while anyway, our last outpost. I do believe. For the foreseeable future. I don't know. I mean, I know we need methane at some point, but methane you have to get from like the asteroid belt or something, and so far we don't have any place we can get it from. One pole right there. How's that look? I got that pole. Well, we got it again. There we go. How's that look? I think that's good enough. Like I say, we'll clean some of the rest of this stuff up later. That's a mine. So we'll get rid of those. Yep, we don't have any of the stuff going up there because we're not using it here. Yeah, overall, I think that'll work. I think that'll do us. All right, so now the question is, where do we put it? Oops. Exit. We don't want to be there. We want to be here. I don't believe I just did that. I don't believe I just did that. Yes, I did just do that. We won't have that blueprint because I'm a effing idiot. Oh, let's do it again. And no. View surface. There we go. All right. E. Yeah, see, it's gone because I effed up and I closed this before transferring it over to yeah, we want to get all the way over to here. I closed it before transferring it over to the game schematics or game blueprints. So I know I'm dumb. We'll get as much of this as we can real quick. I know this is boring. It's boring for me, so I'm sure for you guys it's just as. Better if I stick my tongue out. Be easier if you could zoom in. But let's be honest, this is really not the intention for this blueprint manager. What we're doing is kind of over and above what it's really kind of expected to do, I guess. Getting there. And I haven't put the pad down and called the other rockets because it just doesn't make sense if we're gonna end up moving the pad anyway. Once we figure out where we're gonna live on this planet, not in general. What I'm starting to get a little concerned about is we have to keep expanding to other planets because of the resources. I think we're getting to a point where it's going to start really kind of slowing down the game. We're going to start, you know what I mean? Because one of the things I tried doing just to see is I tried to delete the scans on the planets that we live on, just to see if you could, and just, you know, have the view of wherever the radars are, because we don't need to view the entire planet on the planets that are just these outposts. We just need to view the outposts. So I was thinking, oh, that'll save me some what have you, but you can't do it. It will not. If you have anything in that area, as a for instance, we have Navis orbit, and we had that platform that was up there. Well, we didn't pick all of the scaffolding and what have you up. We left all that there. We left a landing pad there in case we ever go back there. It will not let me delete that scan. I'm stuck with it. So the only option I have would be to go back there and grab everything from orbit. Now, at some point, if we start having ups issues, I may have to do that in order to be able to not have our game so slow that it kills us. So yeah, so that is something we may have to at some point address. I don't know. That is something we will have to keep in mind, because we may at some point need to go back there and get everything out of orbit just to give us back a few more frames per second. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Do we got it this time? I think we got it this time. All right. Now, before we get stupid, let's put it there. Then we can get out of here. Then we can go back here, grab it, and put it in our inventory. Now if we go to map, we can pull it out of our map and we can look where to... Holy crap. I didn't realize it was that big on this planet. So, obviously we do not want to cover up any of our resources. But we at the same time want to fit it in. So, that's stone there. We gotta get around the stone. We're around everything? Because we'll mine that stone, because we need the stone. We'll mine the uranium, because we need the uranium. I think that'll fit. I think that'll fit. Alright. Let us go up here a ways. Come on. Come on. Alright, we want to pick that stuff up. How's that look? Are we alright. We are in an area where we can snag this. Alright, we got stone there. We got stuff there, but we're gonna get around it. Right? I think we're missing everything. So if we put it down there, we can always readjust the smelting area. Alright, so now what that's going to do, we go back here, it's only going to have made the stuff that's visible. We discovered this the last time. But it will allow us to now pick up this blueprint again and recenter it properly and put it down again. And this time, even though it's not showing up on the map yet, the whole thing will be laid down. We just have to go up and you know, discover it, as it were. While we're on our mission of discovery, I wanted to make sure we had our landing pad with us, because we got to put our landing pad up here. We got to get around this. We gotta come up with some cliff explosives, and we gotta make room. Come on, you guys, do your thing so he can put that down so we can call our stuff. Alright, so there we go. We got our pad down. Now we can call back to Novice. Novice. View surface. No, that's not. That's Novice orbit. That's... See, that's what I'm saying. We can't delete that. Novice. View surface. Let's go down here. And we are on Windstone. Let's make sure we're on the right place. And Windstone. And now we can tell it Windstone landing pad. And we can tell this one Windstone landing pad. Now, something I did do off camera, I experimented with something, because if you guys remember, I was talking about setting these up to all go to single pads, and Kay brought up the fact that what if you launch two of them at the same time? Will they, you know, is it going to interfere with one another going to the pad? If the logistics call for it. So I went here and I launched one because I had to send one to orbit anyway, and I tried to launch the other one immediately thereafter, and even before it had landed on the pad, that pad was zeroed out. You couldn't use it. So the game does detect that as soon as you launch, it assigns that pad, and the other nothing else can use it. So that's an interesting little tidbit for anybody that's, you know, keeping track of that. I did try it. It does block out the pad. You can't use it. Now, this is the one that has most of our base pieces parts. This one has our power plant. So let's do this one first because that has warehouses in it. And that will allow us to put the warehouse down here to unload. To unload our pad. Whoa. Oh, it figures, right? Of course. There's a percentage chance of that happening. So, of course, it had to happen, right? God bless it. Alright. First thing we need to find in all of this is those right there. Before this guy fills us up with things that we don't want, we want that. Damn it. Well, it was, you know, it's bound to happen occasionally, and it happened. So, you know, now we can pick everything up and put the stuff where it belongs. Don't be blowing my shit up, guys. I'm just asking you, don't blow my shit up. That's all. We're just going to tell it put everything in there for now, except the bots. And we're going to pick up as much as we can and get it stored. Just to pick our mess up. It figures. Right? Of course it would do that, right? Why wouldn't it? So now we gotta go pick all our junk up. Alright, so we need our bots. We need our thing. Let's pick our junk up. before they get too carried away on base building. Let's get all our crap picked up. And then we can go from there. Right? Right. So we want our bots because we're going to put some of them in our network. And then we're going to want, did they have solar panels? You know what? I don't think we brought solar panels with us. Frack. Okay, that's all right. Because we haven't launched the other one yet. We can go here. Logistics request. Solar panels. And we're going to ask for some solar panels. Turn that off until it gets them. Because what's going to happen is these guys are going to run out of power soon. So there we go. All right. Now these really should be stack inserters, and I need to replace them with stack inserters. But I haven't. We'll get there. Best laid plans of mice and men. And I could also use mini loaders, which is what I'm doing up here. But for this, I don't want to use mini loaders because I don't know what I'm going to be putting in there at a time, and I want to be able to turn it on and off by turning the inserter. I could turn the mini loader around, but then that tends to unload the rocket. Because when you turn the mini loader, it turns at 180 degrees. Alright, come on. Done. Done. Turn you off. Winston landing pad. 95% chance of landing correctly. Almost 96. So 4%, 4.2% or 4.15% chance of it blowing up, and it did. So there we go. Now, if this one blows up too, that's going to be BS. Where's our rocket? I told it to go. It went. Okay. It did go. So it should be coming. There it is. Ta-da! So that one actually made it. Let's take these and let them put them down. And then that's going to start charging up our RoboPort. And these guys will actually be able to get power and do what they need to do. Let us put down some more because it is most definitely going to need it up here. This is a very low solar rating planet. So let us add some more. We're going to get a plant put in, and we just shipped all the parts to the plant. So that's going to give us a plant. But in the interim, we want to be able to power our system. We'll clean this back up later. These are just being put down to be put down. Not charging. Why? Should be charged. Okay, there it is. It's starting to slowly get what we want. Accumulators. Where's my accumulators? There should be accumulators in this. There should be, in my starter set, accumulators. Huh. Well, what the hell? Did it not all make it into my... Or did I miss picking up... Eight, 9. I'm missing a cargo pod. Did one of the cargo pods go boom completely? Or did I just not pick it up yet? It looks like we may have lost an entire cargo pod. 10. Eight, 9. We may have lost an entire cargo pod on landing. Well, that sucks. All right. Well, we'll get we'll adapt and overcome. We'll get past it. We'll get this built. You know. Yeah, it's sucking hind tit right now on power. We're gonna have to put in a whole bunch of solar panels. Let us grab. We should have. We better have substations. Also, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's grab our power plant. Let's grab all of the stuff we need for our power plant. All right, there's all our generators. There's all of that. There's those. There's a stack of those. A couple of stacks of poles. Where's our pumps? We'll just get our steam engines going, I guess. There's our pumps. There's that. There's that. Take some more of those. Alright. We're just going to have to get our plant up and running. So where's our coal? Our coal is right here. We got stone there. We got coal there. If we put our power plant right down here, we're okay. Alright. Let's get on down there. You guys leave me alone. I want to get this plant in. You guys can follow me around if you want to. We'll get this installed. And then I'll let you guys go back to work. And we'll put you guys all... you know what we didn't bring? Frack. Cliff explosives. Alright guys, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get this all straightened out. You guys have seen me build a base before. We're just going to get this base going. Oh, we're out of whatchamacallit, so we're going to walk up here. You guys follow me. Looks like we're going to have to lay the base down a second time once we get things cleaned up. But we need cliff explosives. We go down there, we'll put the power plant in, and we'll get this base built. And we'll just go from there. Cliff explosives. Come on, you guys, come to me. Bring me what you got. I want you guys to have the cliff explosives, because I want the cliff explosives you're carrying. And I'm just right-clicking and picking these guys up. Rather than waiting for them to charge, I'm just picking them up. I have my RoboPort turned off. Wow, guys, you think this is my first time doing this, man? Almost seems that way, doesn't it? And I'm out of jet fuel, so I can't fly down there. I'll have to go back up and get some more in a minute. Priorities. But that's what we got going. I'm going to put the power plant down here. We're going to get that set up. And then we will get the rest of the outposts set up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys? So when we come back, this should be built, is kind of the plan, unless I run into any problems. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.